Hey there, guys. Welcome to Goodfellows Podcast, Episode 3. We're happy to be here. Thanks for everybody that's been tuning in. We appreciate all of your patronage. I'm Craig.
I've been Justen.
This is the first time I've left my house in 4 days. I'm Nick.
Oh, man. We're happy to be here. And, hey, I have a question for you guys.
Yes.
We're all about intelligent thought here at the Goodfellows Pod. So I want to ask you guys a question. What is the wisest thing that you've ever been told? You can ponder it for a second. I'll give you if you want to ponder it for a second. I can give you mine.
Immediately, I
know?
have a first thought. It says it's better to ask for forgiveness than acceptance.
You know, I used to hear that a lot, actually. To be honest with you, that's something that we can all take away from. I feel like know. It's sometimes it's a little hard to just like come out there and be like,
"Oh, I am sorry," and then you do whatever you want to do.
And then you do whatever you want.
I mean, I think a lot of
being.
Oh, I think it goes in
it's all good.
a similar ilk as saying like, "With all due respect," and then you can follow that up with virtually anything you need to.
Zero respect.
Zero, maybe negative,
Yeah.
if that's even a possibility. I think. Yeah. So similar.
So both
principles.
of those. I think they're both good.
Well, what was your first question?
That was the only question.
All right.
You just gave us 2 examples. That's all.
Brilliant. Unbeknownst to myself, I nailed this.
Yeah, you did.
I think
job, dude.
I think the wisest thing I've ever been told is that there's going to be a point in my life in which I find a balance of like things I like to do versus and I got told this by someone I absolutely fucking hated.
Your science teacher in the 8th grade.
No,
right?
it was my English teacher,
right.
and I fucking hated this guy. Like we never got along. I really fucking despised this man. He was just like kind of a jerk off. Honestly, I really didn't like him. Yeah. We didn't mesh. But yeah, he held me after class one day, and he's gonna be like, "You're gonna find like a time to like find a balance between like what you like to do and what you have to do." And like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure that out still, I guess. But like, I thought it was wise.
Dude,
I
and
was
that's
like,
the same group of teachers who had a secret code on like smoking weed, dude. You remember?
Oh,
it was like
true.
they
were like the
chicken.
cool. I think I didn't like them because they were like the cool teachers, and I was like, yeah, but they're really just like shits.
Are you essentially?
Do you remember what it was? It was like the chicken flies at midnight or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's some dumb
Whatever,
shit that they thought we didn't know what.
So your English teacher, just to kind of reiterate where we're at, your English teacher essentially told you a riddle about finding balance.
Yeah, he basically was like, become a teacher because you can get super fucked up all summer and then do whatever.
That's what it sounded
that's like.
I've
honestly,
heard similar things.
That
That doesn't sound too bad.
It's the fallout.
How much did he really teach you at the end of the day?
Nothing. We read like where the red fern grows or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Everyone's read that.
That's pretty sad, and that just taught you how to like have a dog.
Honestly.
Yeah, I already knew that.
It is a heartfelt book, though. It really, the love.
I'm not cracking reading.
Between no, I don't think so. No, not reading. I mean, I'd crack on reading, but the red where the red fern grows. Are you kidding me, dude? That is.
You shouldn't crack on things you don't know how to do.
It's
Nick.
a non.
It's not nice.
There were no pictures. I would like to
learning,
remark to anybody who hasn't read Where the Red Fern Grows in 6th grade, there are no pictures in that book. And I think I read the whole thing. I mean, it was like we were in the same
English class. Yeah, we were.
It was kind of the thing where people would like take turns passing the torch and reading. So maybe that's where it came into play.
Yeah.
I was able, through other people's words, imagine the story that I couldn't myself create.
I agree.
Next question.
Well, dude, I didn't get to tell you my wisest.
Oh, yeah, you go.
And it's something that I feel like we can all resonate with. Never trust your hoodie pockets.
Oh yeah, I remember who told us this too.
Yeah,
Shout
and that's
out
from
to Bill.
that's a good friend of ours, Bill. What's up, Bill? I haven't seen you in a while. But he told me to never trust my hoodie pockets, and I will say I've broken a few things that fell out of my hoodie pockets. So it's
a couple of good pipes have gone to the wayside.
That was so sad. That was sad.
Never again.
Weston. Right? Weston. Yeah, shit. It's been a while.
So hey, there's a lot of movies coming out recently. You got the Marvel movies, you got the DC movies. Boo. And I have a question for you guys. This is a 2-parter. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
And what's the second part?
I will go to that after.
You have to answer first, and then he'll trap you. Should I just go first, and then
No, you're good. I'm not gonna. This isn't a trap. I don't know.
I think I would honestly.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I like that stealthy, that slick character.
Like
invisible? I
invisible?
would like invisibility or even like super speed would be super sick too. But I think I would want like the invisibility because I would just be like, it's
a
not
complete pervert.
yeah, and I'd be able to sink through walls with a tiny drill.
You don't even know I'm there. Amazing. That's the one superpower you want to have.
You don't
just
like invisibility?
peeping in on your people, just
I would
break
use
it in.
it for. Well, I might sometime.
Oh, really? How much
crime?
crime are you fighting being invisible?
I'm gonna be a criminal with superpowers.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
that's
Now,
exactly
okay, we
what I would
did
say
not
too.
specify whether you're a superhero or a supervillain. You just got
power.
superpower.
Powers are neutral.
So,
what you choose to
Yeah.
do with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would like the ability to or go through stuff would be super cool. Like that one X-Men cat, whatever her name is. What's her name?
Rogue.
No, the girl that can go through stuff. What's her name?
Oh, Kitty Pryde.
She was in Juno.
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty
Yeah,
Pryde. Yeah.
Her name was
That
Kitty
is confirmed,
Pryde.
Trev. Kitty Pryde.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not confirming that. That is
No, it
Kitty
is, dude.
Pryde.
Yeah.
Oh, that's her last name, Pride,
Yeah.
and her first name's Kid.
Kitty.
Kitty.
Okay.
I mean, I might be a fucking nickname, dude. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is Wolverine his name? Like,
I think so.
I think with the
No, it's
government
Logan.
program that he went through, I'm pretty sure it was.
I think they actually legally changed his
yeah,
name to
okay,
Wolverine.
His dog tag it said Wolverine.
well, that was
so-
just a trick, Logan, to not
Pretty
know
good.
what his real name was.
yeah. But if we're
Essentially.
talking about that was a bad pick.
Okay.
Gambit
Okay.
probably wasn't his name.
All right. Hey, dude. How do you know? Bro?
I don't know. I guess.
I feel.
It is Kitty Pryde with a
Pryde.
Y,
There we
right?
go.
Thank you, Trev.
Kitty Pryde. Yeah.
What about Gambit? Did Gambit give himself that name, or did some other entity do it? Because he comes across as super fucking.
I'm glad
cool.
we're talking about this, and we will get into it. Make no mistake. But Nick, I would like you to answer the question because the next question kind of relates to what we're talking about. So,
Okay.
if you could just real quick give us an
one
insight.
superpower. Maybe being able to you had hands, or no. You had. Let me restate this. Hold on. You have
He's talked
feet.
about this before.
You have feet that are almost like hands.
Okay.
And so you're just super coordinated. Like you can throw
a-
discs with your hands and feet, and you're just kind of like a throwing, kind of like Gambit, how he throws shit. He throws cards. They don't explode. That's not my power.
But you just want to be able to throw things.
I can throw things
your feet.
real.
You just want opposable thumbs on your feet.
Yeah, I can kick throw things,
can see that
and
out
I
of
can
you.
kill people with my feet. I'm just
Yeah.
I snap their necks.
That sounds like a villain, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The way you just described that.
No,
Sounds
no,
like
bad.
villainous.
That was a bad guy, but he was gonna hurt people.
So you're that anti-hero.
I'm a real hero. Yeah.
He's a real hero.
Okay.
Muoio always going to be.
Anyways,
a real hero.
super
man.
real.
Little chaotic good or something there.
I feel like I would
Gotta
probably
crack some
take,
eggs to make an omelet. What's the saying?
You guys we all saw Watchmen, right? What's
Yeah,
his
yeah.
name? The guy who has perfect reflexes. His body's refined to 100%.
But he's also the smartest man on earth.
Yeah,
Is
we
that
don't.
the
I don't
same
need
guy?
to worry about that. Yeah, that is the same guy. Yeah,
What
I'll
is
just take
his
the
name?
fine reflexes.
I even
perfect
watched the
reflexes.
new version of Watchmen. I
What the
still
fuck
don't
is
even
his
know
name?
that guy's name.
Trev, can you look up what his name is? In Watchmen, the super smart guy in Watchmen. I think it starts with an I. The movie.
He's the fastest man on earth. He's the smartest man
Yeah,
on
and he's
earth.
the villain of the movie.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Anyways,
I mean, we've all- dude, that
that's
movie
his-
came out a long
That's his moniker.
If you haven't seen that movie, dude, you're
It's
the one fucking up.
Yeah, I guess. It's,
Okay, so then the next question, because that's what we were
Follow-up
talking about.
question.
What would your name be? What would your super villain and or superhero name be?
I'm not
You're a
into
ghosty
super.
thing. You're an invisible
Yeah,
thing,
I don't
and
know.
you have hands where you.
I don't
your
know
feet
what
would
the.
be.
Listen, you didn't. There was multiple levels.
All
to
right,
it.
what's your name? What's your name, cowboy?
What's your name, bud? What do you got?
It's
Handy feet, man.
no, I wasn't gonna say that. It was gonna be something more clever.
Osmandius.
Is it?
It's-
We're,
Yeah, that
God,
is it.
I
I
was
can't
not
remember how to
thinking
say
that
it
at all.
though. No, that is his name. I couldn't remember. I can't remember.
who
how
is
to
that
say
for again? Osmandius?
The Watchman. Yeah.
Oh,
it. Yeah.
Jesus! It really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah,
I
right?
wouldn't
They
want to
picked
be
a
any
great fucking
invisible
name, dude.
tongue. Like invisible pun. That wouldn't really be my thing. I don't think. I would just be like I don't know. I don't think I'd be like. I would definitely be a supervillain.
Yeah.
So I'd be like.
You fucking demon or ghost or some shit like that.
You think so? I feel like that's a little heavy for me. I feel like I'd just be like. Doesn't it
I'm
feel
gonna
heavy?
be a supervillain.
What was
that seems
that,
a little heavy, man. That's the most bitch thing I've ever heard. A superhero or supervillain.
Yeah,
say.
but I'm just like invisibility, so I'm just like, like
Who's the actor in Encino
Spectre,
Man?
or that's a 007 thing, right? Spectre. That was
Yeah, it can't be Spectre.
no.
Yeah, but that,
Kinda
I mean,
like
dude,
it.
fuck it. Like, yeah, you can. You
I
know?
kind of would like it.
The
cool.
Wisp.
You're Spectre.
The
I would
human
want to go
wisp.
if I could go through things and be
Just spell
invisible,
it
I would
different,
definitely
dude.
be Spectre.
What do you think about the human wisp? Come on.
The human wisp, I kind of like it, but like
The human wisp.
You just
I think I would
breathe and-
stay off the radar for a long time off the overall crime rate. They'd be like, yeah, the human wisp robbed something. They'd be like, oh, whatever, dude. Like, we'll worry about the human wisp later.
Excellent.
We don't even have to deal with this guy. What is his name?
You have to keep amping up your crime
Yeah.
to be respected.
Yeah, I just have
Oh,
zero
man.
respect.
You don't even have motivation to like commit crime anymore. It's just to get respect. It's like,
Yeah.
I should have got a better PR representative.
Who called me the human wisp? The man-made whisk. No, I don't make better.
Dude, this is
Yeah,
a
maybe
video that is
my
gonna tell
hero
me how to
name
say
would
it.
be the handyman, and then I just have hands everywhere. I'm just like, I have like, it looks like shoes, but I kick them off and they're like hands, and I
You
choke
would have
you.
to be a villain. It's the
That's how
creepiest
you
thing
should.
ever.
Yeah,
you
choke
could-
you right there. You're
No,
just like,
but- who would you save? They'd be like, oh, don't touch me. Like,
Did you guys hear that?
I didn't hear that.
Ozymandias.
Were we on? Was there any debate on how to say that, or are you just looking it up?
Christ
There
is
must
going
have been.
wild.
This
I
is
haven't
what
been-
you've been
have I
doing the whole
looking that up
time?
for no reason.
Tech guy.
I thought you were typing
man.
things.
I'm sorry, guys.
Now we know what Craig does behind this computer.
Dude, we looked at fucking like Elizabeth Olsen's boobs last episode. I'm pretty sure.
That was
right?
fucking sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Or you're welcome.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, you weren't here for that, Trev. There is a
yeah.
Reddit / page that is just
Kate,
mandated to.
Elizabeth Holton.
You made the same mistake I did.
God damn it.
It is confusing. There's a lot of them, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
it's
even know
It's
that.
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Don't
And
doubt
then
me.
they would never name their younger sister Kate Olsen.
I don't know.
That'd
Maybe
be
if she
confusing
sucked,
as
but
fuck,
she
dude.
doesn't. She's clearly the best of them all, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, dude, she's an Avenger. Oh, absolutely. The other ones just like couldn't find grandma's house or some shit like that, right? Like
For years.
for years,
In a-
over and over.
In a
again.
full house. Or
In
something.
many circumstances.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Let's move on. I have another little game that we could play here, and it's I'm gonna run through a couple characters here. We're gonna start off easy, but I'm gonna run through a couple characters, and all you guys need to do is tell me like their species, right? Pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So Sandy from SpongeBob.
A squirrel.
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 Correct.
Right.
Oh, we're saying this simultaneously.
No. I
I
mean,
got
yeah,
that.
just say it whenever. You know?
Just free, kind of like
Which,
Uno,
speaking
right?
of which,
Everyone just
Sandy
plays a card.
from SpongeBob,
Is that
that's
how
a
Uno
wild
works?
fucking character. Like, think about that for a second. A squirrel underwater.
Sandy Cheeks,
Like,
though,
in
the
an
play on
astronaut
words.
costume.
Yeah, she was an
Yeah, Sandy
explorer.
Cheeks. Yeah, she was an explorer. She was a real badass.
The Alaskan
Water.
bullworm.
Yeah. Anyways.
Arthur.
Aardvark.
Aardvark.
Yeah.
Absolutely, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. Which also a really good show. Rocco.
He was
Dog.
a kangaroo.
Was he a kangaroo?
Yeah, he was a kangaroo.
All right.
Right?
I would take that. I mean, I just
He's
like
Australian,
dingo.
bro. Like, come on. Wasn't
Dingo.
I don't know. I
dog?
was hoping you guys knew. I
No,
actually
no,
don't
he
know
definitely
what Rocco
is. He's
Okay,
Rocco's
we'll take
definitely
it.
a kangaroo.
Is he a
and-
kangaroo? Wasn't one
I'm
of them a
putting all my
wildebeest?
Yeah, that's his friend.
Heifer?
His friend,
Heifer,
right?
yeah.
Heifer. Okay.
And then his neighbors were frogs, and they were pissed off all the time, right?
Yeah, they were. I don't
Alright.
know. What was Rocco? I really should have looked up.
Dingo. Final answer.
Dingo? I think I'm still going that he was
They'd sound say an amazing best.
a wallaby.
Very
Fuck.
similar.
Damn.
They
It was a
are they?
marsupial.
Yeah, they are.
They're both
Marsupials.
marsupials.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what the fuck a wallaby actually.
I
is.
think wallabies, to your multi-vagina question last
Yeah.
time, I think wallabies, I read, are always pregnant their entire life.
No
Female-
shit. Did you
female
look more
wallaby.
into this after I told you about it?
No, I think I... Maybe.
Yes.
We'll just leave that.
It's been like 3 weeks.
1 week spent on each vagina.
3
what do you
weeks
expect?
later.
That's
That's
impressive.
just so much information for you.
Yeah.
Let me blow your mind. Accurate.
That is accurate.
Fake check.
Nice.
Wait, how?
I can't give you the science.
You don't know the science?
No, I just
Just the facts.
It's just facts,
Yeah.
dude. Did you know that penguins have knees? Think about that, dude. Yeah. It's crazy.
All right.
Do they squat?
They're like, it's kind of like weird.
I guess they kind of do on the eggs, right? They like squat down like wah, 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 right?
Yeah.
Like the
they're
dads at least have to have knees, but they trade off, right?
yeah, like their bone
Equal
structure. It's
exchange.
kind of hard to tell, but like check it out. They're always kind of just like up like that, so you can't ever tell.
Oh wow!
They can't
Imagine
see
if
it.
they could oh my god, how fucking.
I recommend
weird
you all
would
look
it
up on
if we,
Google penguins
Had
knees.
erect legs, kneed penguins that were just fully standing like 3-4 feet tall.
Yeah.
That would be weird, dude. I don't like to think about that. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, and the last one. I do have one more, and that is Humpty Dumpty.
An egg?
It's an egg.
Is Humpty Dumpty an egg?
A goose egg.
A goose egg? Yeah, I think it's a goose egg.
Why is Humpty Dumpty an egg?
I don't know, because he like cracked and broke and
Folklore told me.
What
Because
what was the rhyme? Like what was? Do you
I don't know.
remember what it was? Go
I feel like
through
he's physically depicted as an egg.
it. Okay, but what makes him
The
an
way
egg?
you're saying that, I don't think you're okay with.
No, I'm just wondering. Like, I mean, it's Humpty Dumpty sat
Sit
on
on
a
a wall.
Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Grape. Is he a grape?
No, all had a great
Oh.
a great fall.
Right.
It's a grape fall.
All the king's horses and all the king's men
Mm-hmm.
couldn't put Humpty together again.
It doesn't say what he is, but I think it's folklore. He's always known as an egg.
Or because
Yeah.
he's just a brittle.
Or like a brittle
Human.
man.
I think that
Is he like a leper?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I don't know what he is.
I don't
but
think
I'll
the
tell
king's
you,
men
for one
would've
thing, he damn
touched
sure
a
has
leper,
never been
probably not.
said that he's an egg in any of the.
Wow.
It's only just depicted as it in modern.
Fucking
folklore.
brainwash if I've ever heard that.
Pretty crazy, huh?
I don't like that at all.
I know.
Who has been drawing Humpty Dumpty all these years?
I don't know.
Motherfucking goose.
I don't
Yeah,
like that
fucking
at all.
Mother Goose.
Head of
dude.
the fucking organization.
Aesop's goddamn fables, dude.
The first.
They're kidding us, bro. Oh
I
man.
don't like that one bit.
Yeah. Well, I will say
Do we have any other conspiracies on tap?
no. Like another one like that?
Yeah.
That was the only big one that I came up with.
Can
You have
I
another
bring one to the forefront?
Absolutely, dude. I would love that.
I'm going to list 3 things to you.
Okay.
What do all these 3 things have in common?
Okay.
The 1918 flu pandemic, the avian flu, and now the coronavirus.
I don't know, dude. What?
I don't know either. I was hoping to. No. It has
I was hoping you had an answer.
to do with the planet being exposed to different types of electromagnetic waves than it's ever been before.
Is this a theory that you saw somewhere?
This is a theory that I did not come up with on my own.
Okay.
That
Oh,
I 100% read on Reddit.
Yeah.
And it said that during these 3 time phases, electricity, 3G satellites, and now 5G satellites have been introduced to the human population.
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after these things were introduced to the human population, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? That's some sort of like the electromagnetic waves that these signals are putting out have affected microbes or something? Is that the theory
Holy
or something?
fuck.
So wait, did
You
you go
heard
through
it from
Did
his
you go
mouth
through? Yeah, he's the one
Whoa.
that said it, dude.
I'm just
Uh,
wondering what the theory is.
It's a
Yeah, like
fact.
wait. So the first you said what was the first one again?
1918, the Spanish flu.
And that was
That was electricity was widely distributed at that point in 1917,
okay.
shortly before.
Yeah.
And then the avian flu is 3G satellites or something.
But what about all the ones in between?
Don't
that?
focus. Do not focus.
Are we supposed to ignore all the
I
other-
don't think you're listening.
Mario's like
I'm
looking at
just saying,
weird
I think-
correlation studies over here.
I don't know if it's exactly tied, dude. That's all I'm saying. I
Have you
feel like
guys-
you're-
You're
you-
telling me Reddit user r/
I
Big
just feel
Mama's
like-
house is a liar?
I
Is that what you're telling me?
feel like we've all had a lot of time, Nick, to be on Reddit, and
I've been
No,
wearing
yeah,
the same
there's
clothes for
there's a
3
bunch
days.
of like correlation studies that are real weird. Like there's the shark attack one. Have you guys heard that one? Like
I
the
think you've told me
the
this before.
correlation study between like sharks shark attacks and ice cream sales.
Anytime.
Seem ridiculous, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell me more.
So
Heat related.
What?
Heat related?
Yes, exactly. So the idea being like people are obviously eating more ice cream in the summertime, and that means also people are going in the water more, so they're getting bit more.
More sharks.
Bingo.
But it's just like a weird
Sharks love
correlation.
ice cream
There's a
fed
lot of
people.
really fucking bonkers ones like that.
So you are
Like
corroborating.
obviously ice cream sales has nothing to do with shark attacks, you know what I mean?
But
they do like spike if you put them on a graph next to each other.
So you agree with Reddit user Big Mama's House 23?
I'm saying I see where you're coming up with what you're saying, but I don't know.
I feel
how
like there's a lot of info
Wild.
gaps there
Yeah.
where like
Wild.
Pretty
stuff
crazy,
happened that nothing happened. You know, it's a little.
What, are you backtracking on what you said before?
I'm just trying to figure out what this theorem is, man.
I know, it's deep.
Just trying to stay safe out
Deep
here.
state.
Do I need to whip my phone at the wall? Like, what do I need to do?
I wish I had 5G on my phone. I have
Yeah,
the
I don't
worst
either.
internet on my phone. It's fucking terrible. What is this?
I don't know.
They just hitting a button.
Well, they hear you
Some
get
dude
throttled.
somewhere is just like, we got the new
They track
update.
that data usage, dude, and they just throttle
Fuck
you, man.
that
They
guy,
just-
whoever's in control of that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy.
Yeah.
Fuck
I'm
you,
not
buddy.
upgrading.
He's trying to stream something weird, and you're just throttling him
Well-
mid video.
Weird is relative.
Yeah, and
Okay.
All right, so hey guys, we talked about last episode about our Goodfellows Dropbox email that you guys can send video questions into, video questions or audio questions into. We're just getting that off the ground, and it turns out within the last week we did happen to get a question, which is great. And we appreciate you guys all for listening in and partaking in that. So please send more in. We're going to show these on the pod, but we did get one this week, and I'm going to play it right now for you guys.
Yeah, hi. This question's for Nick. I'm just curious. Who would win in a fight? Baby-sized Godzilla or a Godzilla-sized baby? Yeah, let me know.
Wow, that is a powerful question.
That's a good-
divisive. If somebody.
Thank you. And that was an anonymous.
word.
That was an anonymous caller.
Thank
but
you,
we
anonymous
appreciate
caller.
you for doing that.
Can I say this has to be at least a 3-part question where we first
you gotta
dive
dissect our
into
champions.
what is happening with each character,
Okay.
and then from there, I think we can come to a logical conclusion.
I think you're right.
So I have a question, first of all, about Godzilla-sized
Baby.
baby.
Let's start
Is
there.
Godzilla-sized baby? It's good enough place as any to start. Is Godzilla-sized baby become Godzilla-sized via the same radiation?
Can
that
I
gave
pose?
Godzilla his
Can I pose a secondary question?
his mutation?
Should we get into origins of how we got there? Because I think that's a wormhole that there's no coming back from. I think baseline, let's just.
But I want to know if he has radioactive abilities. Like
I
No,
think no.
no, he
I
does
think
not. No,
I
he
think
does
it's
not.
the origin of the character.
like Honey, I Shrunk the-
yeah, it's
blew up
just
the
a
baby.
giant
Yeah.
baby.
Honey, I blew up the baby.
Like picture
style.
picture any baby you know that's like a couple months old and like trying to do anything at all.
Okay, dude. Okay, and we're talking about baby size Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Still powerful. Still potent.
Powerful.
Still potent.
Does he have the beam, dude?
Oh yeah.
Beam?
Yeah. Oh,
Everything
yeah.
Godzilla
Everything
has.
Godzilla has.
So
He's got-
so like heat like hypes him up or something. I don't really get the science on that, but somehow he like he's taking in energy. He, like you beating him up like
He's
makes
not,
him
like is
better.
he durable though? Like
It's like you just condense something down. It's fucking
it's like an ant, so
Sturdy.
he can carry.
like, dude,
Yeah,
is,
he's just
is
like-
regular size Godzilla durable?
Yeah,
Then yeah, like you know,
but is regular size Godzilla durable because scales, or is he durable because
size.
his size?
I think.
I think it's his
Oh, damn.
anatomy, dude.
I think it's his anatomy.
I guess he does.
You
fight
scale
other
it down,
size
he's
Yeah.
the same thing.
He's a legendary
just a
monster,
tiny
dude.
version
Yeah,
of
I
it.
guess that's true.
So the biggest thing I think on
Saying that
everybody's
baby's getting
mind,
fucked up.
baby's just trying to stomp on little Godzilla.
Yeah.
Godzilla in every fight he's in, like any major fight, he like loses up front. Like he throws down. It looks like he's going to win. Then they come back on him, and it's like, fuck, dude. Can he rebound from this? And he has to go through some like transformate where he recognizes the dude's like fight style, learns it, and then combats that with it. Whereas a baby might not even know it's in the fight. it might just be
That's true.
trouncing around the city and inadvertently kill Godzilla. I think that's more. The baby doesn't know it's fighting
so you
Godzilla.
don't
Can't
now
even
think-
see it. It's the baby size.
Yeah, it's
And
a
babies probably
baby-sized
don't have very
Godzilla.
good vision.
Doesn't
Anyway.
you told it and it's
Baby-sized Godzilla is real small though, dude. Like it's really small.
It's a baby.
it just
it's a baby. Dude.
crawls up the actual
Are we
baby.
just gonna watch a baby get eaten by a baby-sized Godzilla?
in
Is
its
that what
fucking
happened?
ear, dude. Yeah, it probably like crawls up its butt or something weird.
Oh, maybe.
I think it would. Godzilla is literally a
like the
conscious.
protector of Earth.
It's a sentient animal, so it's like always adapting to the challenger. It would just like
Yeah, I think we just watch a baby get fucked up.
yeah,
Like,
we'd
really
watch a
big
baby
get fucked up.
cry as it's like burned from the inside.
Damn.
Thank you, anonymous caller,
Yeah,
you sick
boom,
piece of
easy.
shit.
We pose this. Do you think the country would be on the side of like in general big baby or
I think
small
when they
Godzilla?
saw the end of the movie, yeah.
By the end of the movie?
By the end of the movie, where
They'd
the
be like, that
baby's
was too
bleeding
intense.
from its eyes.
Yeah, that would be
Thank you, anonymous caller. Find his IP address.
I will find it, dude.
Edit that out too. Don't let them hear me say that.
Oh, shit, dude.
We have
You
an
hear that?
oh no, it's the alarm. I didn't
Last
even
time that
remember.
actually scared me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was pretty
started.
wild last time. This one's like baby alarm. That's the alarm, guys, because guess what? It's time for Trivia Mayhem.
Trivia mayhem.
You didn't ask what time it was. I was hoping it would be turbo
It's
time.
really hard to figure all this shit out. We got to really get the sound keys unlocked, dude. I'll be honest with you.
Whatever.
Make no mistake, by episode
working.
5, we will get this shit down. No, but seriously, all right. So, guys, we're talking about like phrases and shit today. You know, sayings, advice. So there's a lot of phrases growing up that I never really understood, and I want your guys' help with them. Is that cool?
Yes, Craig. Let's learn you some phrases.
What do you think? Like, let bygones be bygones. Like, dissect that for me.
I'm sorry, but the way you spell bygones be bygones is fucking amazing.
Let me check this
BIGONS. Let bygones
Oh,
be
yeah.
bygones. dude.
Bygones.
I think this is a reason why you don't
Dude,
understand
first
the
of all,
phrase.
you're not supposed to be looking at my
I
computer.
know. I'm sorry. I just saw
First of
that.
all,
It
you're
was
not-
like I thought it was in French. I was like bigons.
You're not supposed to be looking at my computer. I'm not changing it. And fuck you, bro. Continue.
Every episode,
Well,
we dive a little
let's
bit deeper
be
as to
honest.
what Craig is doing behind this computer screen. And, folks, it's not that impressive.
There's a lot of little squiggly red lines underneath these words.
Well,
guys.
okay. So to help you out with that one, it's let bygones be bygones. Like
Okay,
what has
cool.
gone by
Yeah.
has already gone by, so don't worry
All right,
about
cool.
it.
Nice.
That's what we're talking about. You know.
Yeah, you got that one. You
Which
nailed that one. That was an
immediately
easy one.
contradicts what my grandmother told me. Was like,
What did you think it
forgive, but never forget.
Oh, damn.
How do you
She's a
combat?
bitter soul.
Lovely woman. Heart of an
Vengeful.
angel. Listen, you can't
She
slip
sounds
one
very
past.
wise.
You
That would-
cannot slip one past her.
Why didn't you say that at the beginning when I asked you the wisest thing you ever said? That sounds like one of the wisest things.
Well, because I don't live my life by that. I
Ah,
live
okay.
my life by, do whatever you want and then apologize loosely afterwards.
Perfect.
But that's not on record, is it?
No. But hey, that wasn't on right. We can edit that shit out later. So how about thank you for that, by the way. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping me solve these. The next one is calling somebody like a basket case. Where's that come from? What's that all about?
Okay, like, people weave baskets all the time. I'm sure at a point that this was like a very important skill. But I mean, if you're basket weaving now, that's how my parents used
Do you
to
think that's where it
describe
derives
college.
from?
They would be like, yeah, just take basket weaving classes. And I'm like, I think that's a common thing. If you're
A basket case, though, like what is that? Like what is a basket?
maybe you
case?
put random things in a basket, but you also
know, that's
made
why I'm
that
asking.
I'm
basket.
trying to think. I'm like, you think it's like what do you think? What would a basket case look like to you? Like I'm thinking like a picnic basket. You know how that's like hey, you got your stuff in the picnic basket. It's like wrapped up with a little white towel.
Yeah.
Kind of like a crazy person in an insane asylum. A basket case. I'm just spitballing. I have no idea.
That sounds
What?
way better than mine.
Doesn't it sound like that's what I
pretty
feel
good,
like?
dude.
I don't really know, but like if I don't know what a basket case would be. What else besides that?
A basket case. So like a basket case is a person's like unhinged, right?
Yeah, right. Someone who's not emotionally stable in the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
So now a basket. does not have any hinges on it.
Oh,
Unhinged.
got
basket
you.
Case. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
So it's just like fucking like reeds and bullshit just in a
No
clump.
hinges.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, useless.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Not a fan of baskets over there.
Baskets.
Huh?
Well, unhinged baskets, because that's just a pile of fabric.
Well, there are baskets that have hinges like now, but like back in the day when the phrase was made, you know,
It was like just baskets.
yeah, they're just baskets, dude.
Whatever.
Whatever, dude.
Close but no cigar.
I would imagine you used to get a cigar if at the end of winning something. I don't know, like some event that was commonplace.
Yeah.
I would guess that it's like distance thing. You know, like I'm thinking immediately like kind of like horseshoes and hand grenades. You know, like that kind of saying, where it's like maybe it's the distance of a cigar, close, but not like the
Like
length
if you were to
of a
throw
cigar.
something and it was like kind of close to something, but it was only
Yeah,
like a.
but they used
3
to, you know,
inches away
back
or
in the
whatever.
old times, they didn't have like metrics for a lot
Or like
of
the Wild
things.
So they had
West,
to
where
just
you
use,
have
So
like,
they would just
cigars.
be like, say, yeah, maybe it was cigar was in everybody's mouth,
What do you
and they'd
think
be
about?
like,
You remember you know the old like
Like, how far
gunslinger
away
trick
is
of
it?
like
It's like
shooting a
1,600
cigar out of
cigars.
someone's mouth?
Okay.
Like Wild West style. What do you think of that?
there you go.
Wild West.
I like that.
That would be pretty cool.
But like no cigar, you didn't hit the cigar.
What does the
You
guy
hit the guy
win
in the
that
cheek
does that?
instead?
Yeah, what does that guy win
Yeah.
that's holding the cigar in his
Nothing.
mouth? Nothing. He's just like, hey, I know that guy. Maybe I'll pay less at the brothel for.
I was
woman."
watching this
Maybe
one
next time
show
he won't
where
shoot.
they were doing it was a psych test on people who they had to stand. Like the first thing was they watched a guy throw a knife very well, like perfectly, and then they're like, okay, now go stand like in front of this board, and they're gonna like, you know, throw the knife like next to your body. And like the test is to see if like they're gonna stay or not. Like the guy lines up to like throw it, and they like it's whether they like stay or they like go and like run away.
Okay.
And they never actually throw the knife, but only like a couple people actually.
They just they like do the feint. The feint.
I mean, if the
throw,
guy was
like-
really
like,
good
the guy
at it.
will line up, and then like the person's like that, and then the host will like stop.
Would you let him throw it at you though? Like
Would
if
I?
you saw it? Yeah.
Like actually?
Yeah.
No.
Does
I
that-
would.
If he was giving me money, I would, not just for the fucking hell of it.
What are the
I
odds
don't know.
he
I
kills
would
you?
if he was really good at it.
Yeah, what are the odds he kills you? And otherwise, you probably have an amazing lawsuit on your hands.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It
If
hits you in
are
the jugular.
alive,
Just be like this. Just be like, oh,
There's a man.
put
there's
pressure
a,
on the wound.
There's
You know
a
probably
story
a lot
of
of
a man.
cauterize it, and then you're just like,
There's a old like gangster tale of a man that like got his throat slit and like held it shut and walked to the hospital.
Really?
Survived. Yeah, swear to God, it was like a
Whitey
loosely
Bulger
based-
or some bullshit.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
Pretty nuts. So you can happen. You just need a little determination.
I've seen it on like NHL clips. Some goalie gets
Oh,
his
yeah.
fucking
I've
like
seen that.
throat cut.
The fucking
Wild.
that shit, dude. You send that
Like
out, man.
I didn't send that out. I've just seen it.
Yeah.
I mean, you
know
want?
a guy.
What do you want it?
No,
I can get it there.
no.
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Maybe talk after.
Well, Evan was right about that immediately. I just wanted to see
Wait,
you were gonna say.
what was the question?
close but no
Oh,
cigar.
There was like
Jesus
some
Christ.
sort of event. What was the event?
So
do you know?
back in like fairgrounds, like when like carnival games, the prizes they would give out would be like cigars. Like it was a commonplace to give like a cigar as a prize. And since most of the games were rigged, the phrase was born: "Close but no cigar."
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Carnies, man.
fuck carnies, dude.
Never trust him.
And then the other one that like, okay, I get what this one is. Like, it's a bird in the hand is two in the bush.
Yeah.
Is worth.
That's
two
pretty
in the
makes
bush.
is worth
Yeah,
two in the
be
bush.
appreciative of what you got in
Is
front
what
of
you
you.
got because
it always
The
there
promise.
could
out
always
there.
be more.
The promise of greater. It's
Yeah.
truly.
So I get that, but I just wanted to point out, like, fuck that dude. Like, go for two birds, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're small.
I mean, you should go for two.
There's only, like, what are you gonna feed?
Plus, like
with
that
one
other bird's
fucking
probably.
bird?
Wait, okay. First of all, that other bird you caught, what are you just like keeping it alive? You
Yeah.
probably kill the bird. Like, it's
And
right
like
there,
a lot
you
of
go back
birds,
and get the bird.
I think a lot of birds probably mate for life too. So if you steal one of one, like you might as well just
that's
take
true.
both.
certain ones. Yeah, certain ones for sure.
You might as well take both. Cool. Hey, just a question, guys. Has anything been pissing you off lately? Like, has anything made you mad? Anything you want to vent to me, to the audience, to Trav?
Oh yeah,
Um,
Trev.
I'd like to talk
It's
about.
cool if not, dude. We're allowed to be happy here. You can be happy.
I'd like to rehash what we were talking about a little bit ago. Man.
Do
I'm
I
not gonna
seem
lie.
happy
Like,
too?
It's a little angry here. I like it.
What were we just talking about before we came on camera? What were we talking about?
Astrology.
Astrology. I really do want to talk about this because,
Fucking
like,
horoscopes.
ladies and gentlemen of the greater Buffalo area, like, are y'all losing your minds with this fucking astrology shit? Like, I
Greater
really
Buffalo
can't.
area.
I know, like, some people are gonna be pissed off about
Dude,
this, but
the planets are they just dictate the tides on our planet, and they dictate, and that's where all the water goes, and our bodies are made of 90% water, and if our body is being pulled by what, maybe it affects our mood, and maybe the planets actually,
Who is
dictate.
generating the literal words of a horoscope? Who is that
it's
person?
just some company that's selling, like, some Hallmark ass company that's selling people shit.
It's like it's the Chinese
I understand.
fucking fortune cookie people as well. They're all in cahoots.
Yeah,
they
they're in
all
cahoots.
coordinate, and they're somehow getting to a hippie girl near you, and now you hear this. And I am tired of it.
It's like
I don't want to hear about goddamn horoscopes one more time. Like, yeah, let's tell
Such a
fucking
Gemini
terrible
thing to say,
stories.
That
dude.
was so Gemini. It's only because Mercury's in retrograde, and I swear to God,
It
that's the
is
only
close.
reason he's
Dude,
acting
but I
like
do
this.
feel it.
this shit gets
My
tossed
The only
Oscars
around.
have
reason
been
you're
hard
acting
all
like
week.
this, but
This
I don't
shit
hear
gets
it.
tossed around like it's really serious. And I understand, like, the want, audience. I understand the want of, like, believing in something. I
everybody's
get
allowed
that.
to believe
Like,
in whatever they want.
yeah,
you know
you
what
can
I'm saying?
believe whatever you want if that's what.
I've always
like,
been a whatever makes you happy kind of guy.
But when you're letting that affect the way you, like, interact with people, I think there's something, like, really unhealthy about that. Like, honestly, like, when
I agree with
I've had
that
a
statement.
I've had a
Well,
person come up to me and say that, like, oh, I just don't get along with, like, Libra men. I'm like, oh, so you just, like, immediately paint me in a little box
Yeah.
of what you think my attitude is based on the stars
Yeah.
and the date I was born, which is crazy if we're talking about it in realistic terms. Like, and just saying who I am prior to ever meeting me or engaging me. It's like, oh, why don't we connect with people anymore? It's like, regardless of that, like, what's the difference between that and having, like, a negative opinion on someone's, like, whatever you've painted what you think about somebody in a box before ever engaging with them as an individual.
I think
That's dangerous.
with those people. You can just let's keep the paint trend going.
Wait, what
you
do you
can
mean
just
by those people?
the people that like harp
Subscribe
and
to the-
subscribe is a good one. You could just paint them as gullible and maybe like track their life, and maybe down the road you can like sell them or use them. It's like this person is reading something off of AOL.com and telling me that this is an integral part of their life.
Even a website anymore.
God damn it. For my credibility, please. They're asking Smarter Child on AIM what my horoscope is
Oh
for
shit!
today.
I have 5 notifications.
Like, I get that it's, like, a cool thing to, like, dabble in, but it's the same thing to me as, like, a Ouija board. Am I gonna be, like, really sweating what a Ouija board says to
Is
me? Like,
Hasbro going to be able to tell your destiny or speak to your grandmother? I don't know. I don't think Hasbro can manufacture
how
that
do you
ability.
feel about the gemstones, dude?
The gemstones? I don't know. I'm not.
I like rocks. I like them for a science geology aspect. I really do.
Yeah, I'm not.
I've been learning a lot
Against
about
it.
tectonic
I
plates
don't,
and Pangea. And
They
don't
clearly
believe in the
have
power.
properties. I don't know. I'm not going to say they're going to
I don't believe
bring
in
me
energy,
life
man.
force, but you know,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just
shine a
don't, like-
light through a crystal, you get a rainbow. That is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. It's
like a prison.
I
I mean, I
is
like
that what we're talking about here?
watermelon quartz. It looks cool. It's
I think the
yellow.
Look
name
at
in
Trump
it
in
of
this
itself
picture.
is-
That is an insane man right there. He's really let himself
That's,
go.
man, like, I mean,
Although, dude, like, fuck it. No, I wish it was touchscreen. Trav's touchscreen. It's sick.
he's who's on AOL. That makes so much sense that the first thing that you would bring up on AOL.com is a picture of Trump. It's
Yeah,
like,
dude. It
the only
looks
people
like
on here cares
disheveled,
about
bro.
it.
Like,
He's
not that he
trying to
doesn't
read.
always.
He's really trying to read hard.
He's like-
He's trying to read.
Photo.
So there's two
Well, that's
people
because
actually guiding
everybody
him
who
how to
went
read.
to
it.
AOL.com is also
He's like,
like,
no,
this
you
at the
start
screen,
left.
Like, oh, I identify
Oh,
with this guy.
gee, is that
You finish right.
The coronavirus.
Oh man.
Dude, I was walking in the park today. I don't condone anybody do that with big groups, by the way. I was walking in the park today, and there was a few like elder people that like you could tell every time because they were walking pretty slow, obviously. Every time somebody walked past them, they like visibly were like like we gotta walk around.
I mean,
these
you got
people.
to, I
Yeah, you got
guess.
to. I mean, it was very respectful.
When is the
It was
last
very
time?
respectful, honestly.
Let me ask you this: when is the last time you probably felt more alive than they did in the fear of just anybody passing them, where they're just like their hearts pumping? They're like, Martha, come over here, and
Dude.
they legitimately feel the fear of death like creeping behind them.
The
What if-
icy touch of death.
I
is
mean,
upon all
people
of them.
seek that kind
Fuck.
of thrill,
Bro, and I'm not even gonna
and
lie
they can
to
get
you.
it walking around Hoyt Lake.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. When me and
Don't need skydiving, just a light jog.
when we walked past
Teenagers
the old couple
smoking a
too,
bowl.
I was shocked.
Is he coughing?
Like it was like crazy. Like I saw a senior citizen. I was like, you know what I mean? Like I haven't seen him in a few. Like you don't see senior citizens anymore.
I know this is a great excuse for why
I was like-
we haven't
I
visited
saw
our
a lot of them in
grandparents
the,
in a long
the
time.
graveyard. I know that sounds. I swear to God, yo, I saw a lot of them in the graveyard, picking plots. I don't know what they're doing.
No way, dude.
They're plot shopping out here, man.
That
It's
loud
getting
too
rough.
that you could hear them like talking about it. That's
Yeah, they were
crazy.
haggling for mausoleum prices.
They're
Those
like
things-
practicing how their
They
like
take you to hell and back over those
ancestors
fucking
will come. They
mausoleum
like try kneeling down there. They're like, this is too steep.
prices. We're gonna need a better.
They're not
cushion.
gonna like this.
No.
I mean, at that point,
Oh, Randy does. He's gonna need a bigger plot than this one. When
can
was
you
this plot
ask?
made?
Can you
1912?
ask to have your body just like hanged in a tree? Like you're just like displayed in a thing, like in your family's yard. My dying
Like
wish:
a-
if you want to take over my estate, you have to display my body in your tree. And if you want it, I mean, you can just let it go. I
Like
suppose.
embalmed? You want to be like embalmed and like put in like a glass container?
No, I don't know. Maybe just like, yeah, maybe that.
Frozen in
sound-
carbonate?
honestly, that sounds better. Yeah, you have to like carve me into your tree, so the tree will inevitably grow
Like
around
Han
the
Solo
coffin.
you into your
Oh
tree.
my god, yes.
That would be pretty cool.
And hopefully, I have enough money to make this worthwhile
So
to any
eventually,
of my
just a
ancestors.
pile of old bones.
Oh, dude, if there's anything by that, you're gonna spend your money on
The
some
last
sort of
thing you see,
taxidermy sort of
the
a
tree
situation.
will be growing
so-
around the coffin, but it'll just be my face for like the last 15 years, slowly getting like enclosed, and then you're just like,
how much?
Thank
How much
God.
would I have to give you to keep your body like taxidermied? Like if I could personally have it, like if you write that off on. like,
well,
whatever
I mean,
paperwork
I
you have to
wouldn't
do.
want the veil. Like it would mean nothing to me. I'm clearly.
Well, I
dead.
mean, you can have it now.
oh,
but
up
then, like,
front.
yeah, and then but I get your corpse.
Are you gonna murder me though? Is
No, I'm
that-
not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you.
Okay,
That's
that's
we'll
a
put that in the
clause.
clause.
That's
Yeah,
a
we're gonna
clause.
put this in.
If
We're gonna
my
work this
death
in.
is undeterminable, you do
I don't
not
get
get
the
it.
body.
You do not get it. It's all for naught.
I'll even solve your mystery. Like if it's foul
Okay,
play, I'll like
we'll put that
want
in.
it. Like,
You have to be part of the mystery solving team that figures out how I died.
deal.
Yo, this
And I
is
get the
making
corpse.
me real quick. I just wanted to do any of you want to volunteer to take like a real quick test? It'll only take a little bit.
Sure.
It's gonna take long. You
Sure.
wanna do it?
Yeah, I'll test me away.
All right, we're gonna whip through these. Most would describe me as charming and nonchalant. I can turn my charm on and off like a faucet.
Do we say
Okay, you have a not me. This describes me somewhat. Definitely me. You can do one,
Okay.
two, three.
That's-
Somewhat. One,
that's
two,
a
three,
clear.
three. One. I don't. Wait. What's the lowest, highest?
3 is highest.
3 is highest.
3,
2.
2.
What is this for?
Don't
You'll
worry
find
about
out.
it. I
Am
do
I
what
like a crazy person?
No,
I
you'll
do-
just be
no,
in a
don't worry about
database.
it.
Don't
I
worry
do-
about it.
I do what I want. I want when I want. The moment the impulse strikes me, regardless of what others want.
3. Yeah, I'm pretty impulsive. I'm an.
If something goes wrong or turns out badly, it's not my fault.
No, it's usually my fault.
I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble as an adult, not just a speeding or parking ticket.
Yeah.
I already marked that one. I am
All right.
easily the best.
Just wanted to say it out loud.
Okay.
I am easily the best at what I've done, bar none. Nobody could ever take my place.
No. What is my place sitting here in this?
I do
apartment?
whatever I feel like doing.
You
I
do a
don't
hell
care
of
what
a
others think, or even if it's illegal.
Fairly true. I lead a pretty legal life, though. I think
So what are you doing? 1, 2, 3.
3.
Yeah,
fine.
that was
Every person for themselves. I don't see the point in feeling sorry for other people and have no desire to help others.
2, 1, 3, 2.
Okay.
That was wild. I've gotten into legal or criminal trouble when I was a teenager.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? I have no problem or concern in lying in order to get what I want.
No, I don't. Try.
Yeah, you're a
I
pretty
don't
honest
lie.
guy. All right, 3 more questions.
I'm really bad at lying.
Live in the moment is what I say. The future will take care of itself. Learning from your past is pointless.
Wait, read that back to me.
Live in the moment is what I say.
Yeah, I strongly agree with that.
I never feel remorse, shame, or guilt about something I've said or done.
Oh no, I definitely feel shame sometimes.
And I don't see the point in taking on responsibilities of any kind. They just weigh you down.
Too.
Word. All right, let's see if you're a psychopath or not.
Oh, cool.
You got a score of 13, which scores you in the moderate to minor psychopathic tendencies. Not
Sweet.
too bad, dude.
All right, dude.
Not too
Everyone's
bad.
a little crazy. We're all a little psychotic, right?
And I wish I pulled 2 up and we just did both you guys at the same time.
Guys, less fear in your eyes, please.
Oh man. Yo, guys, I learned something pretty crazy today.
What?
Did you know that the very first all right, question. What do you think the very first thing on the internet that was sold was?
Shoes. Oh, fuck. I want to take that back.
That was pretty You can take it back. You can take it.
Can I?
Yeah. I like
on eBay specifically, or just ever sold on
the internet. Yeah, just on the internet.
Toothpaste. It's something obscure. Good luck.
You went from shoes to toothpaste.
Yeah, I think
Pots
it's
and pans?
more obscure.
That sounded dumb coming
I think
out.
it's more obscure than shoes.
Pots and pans, whatever.
You said pots and pans.
Fuck,
and you
it
say
was probably a
fucking
paperclip.
toothpaste?
I should have went more obscure.
Paperclip?
Man, you guys are wild.
One paperclip?
Yeah.
Why would anyone buy one?
Because it was
paperclip?
probably the first trial of a
Like they were
purchase
just
on
getting
internet.
something, like just trying
Office
to go-
Max is like, send one paperclip through.
Look, let's give it
Better
a try.
write up a whole barcode for a
CP
fucking paperclip.
PC load letter. The fuck does that mean? Anyways,
There's no way it was a paperclip.
we'll
Is that
find
your
out.
final
We're gonna
answer?
find out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, we are going to find out in 2 seconds. And the answer is a bag of weed.
What?
That's
Really?
chronicled.
Yes.
The
First thing. What?
On what forum?
I'm going to tell you because we do need to wrap this episode up, but we'll leave on this.
I really have to go to the bathroom.
Do you really?
It's a miracle.
Cool.
I could have been 10 minutes into this episode.
It
I
was
had no idea. I was like, this could be a long time.
we've been going for like 50 minutes.
Okay.
In the 70s, like the late 70s, in an early rendition of the internet, a group of MIT students, in an encrypted message, put an indescript amount of weed up for sale.
Wow.
Now, we don't know if the deal went through or not. It would be a lot cooler if it did. All right, guys. That's episode 3. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm Craig.
Please, guys, I'm Evan. Please call in. We were on to see
Oh, yeah.
the
Hey, guys,
fixes.
call in. Give us some audio. Give us some video messages. It's goodfellowspod@gmail.com. That's goodfellowspod@gmail.com.
I'm also Nick.
And that's Nick. Later, guys.
It was the biggest waste of like 3 minutes. You telling us that. Yeah,